Hello, and today, well, first of all, hello, this is Rich. Last video, I showed, it's really late, it's like almost 12 o'clock, everybody's sleeping, so I'm trying to keep it low. But anyways, my last video, I just showed you guys how it really works with the dynamic scripting to actually show you that you can add stuff through dynamic scripting. I actually made it 10 times better since my last video, which was just a couple of days ago, 2 days ago I think. Very, very excited for this. In the last video you may have noticed that the speech recognition was having a little bit of issues understanding some of what I was saying. And this thing I worked very, very, very hard on basically gets rid of that issue. I've developed a system that will, as you can see, well, first off, as you can see, the XML is exactly the same as it was before. We have the questions, and we have, hello, welcome to C-Man. So your name is, thank you very much, I will call you that from now on. I'm sorry I got it wrong, let's try this again. Yes. I have different ones, a couple of different ones. I have yes, Rich, for a question. What, Rich, for a question. What is it now, Rich, for a question. Fuck off, Rich, for a question. Well, sometimes I pick up a book or two, so yes, I guess I like reading books. Why do you ask, Rich? Oh, okay, you humans sure. Let me put this. Sure are weird asking questions and not caring about the answer. I wonder if all humans ask questions just for the fun of asking questions. You need to make up your fucking mind, Rich. And for the responses, this is very important for the feature I'm actually showing today. I think you guys will be extremely excited about this. We have yes as a response, no as a response, C-Man as a response, do you like reading books as a response, nothing as a response, no reason, just wondering as a response, and any as a response. Now, if you remember from last time, my last video, what ended up happening was the way it worked previously is you had to actually say exactly what these responses were. I had to say yes for this to register as an appropriate response. I had to say no to register as appropriate response. I had to say exactly C-Man to register as appropriate response. I had to say exactly do you like reading books for it to register as a response, and so on and so forth. No reason, just wondering. So what's different now is I spent a great deal of time basically having the computer interpret what you are saying. So you now doesn't check what you say, what the speech recognition software thought you said with the actual response. What it does is the speech recognition will take whatever it thought you said, and then what it thought you said is compared to every single different response that it has here, and then it goes ahead and it finds the likelihood that the response is what you're looking for. So for instance, if I say, do you like books, just like that, do you like books, okay, it registers as a appropriate response. The reason being is because do you like books has 3 words, 4 words in common out of 5, and then the response length is 6 words, 1, 2, 3, 5 words, and so and my actually what I said was 1, 2, 3, 4 words. So out of all possibilities, it is most likely that what I'm trying to ask is, do you like reading books? So now, something that's very good, and you guys are saying, why is this so cool? The reason being, it's basically not a keyword. It's not, you have to think of every single thing a person can say exactly for it to work. Now, if I type in C-Man, what will happen is, instead of saying C-Man, I can say yes, C-Man, or hello, C-Man, or how's it going, C-Man? And C-Man will be recognized as an actual response, because what it does is it takes what the computer thought I said, compares it to all these responses, finds a match, how many words match, and in my case, one of those words would match here. Then it goes ahead and considers how long this response is versus how long my response is, does some math, and then it calculates a percentage of how likely am I saying this. So if I say, hello, C-Man, how likely am I responding C-Man? If it's over 60 currently, if it's over 62.5% accurate, what it does is it accepts it as an appropriate response, and then as a double measure, it makes sure that the response ID is the appropriate response for this. If there is no response ID and I'm initiating, it goes ahead and asks the C-man a question like, C-man, based on if it's 65% or more. So let me just say this real quick. You are able to overhaul, you're able to write basic. These are like a baseline now for the responses. They're a baseline, and you're allowed to say anything you want, and then it'll iterate through every single response that is here. Go ahead and check the likelihood through my own functions that I made worked on really hard. It goes through and finds the likelihood that what I'm saying is actually what's in here, so they do not have to match anymore. And then it goes ahead and does a double check and makes sure that the response ID is appropriate. It's a way better system. You don't have to type in every single response now. You can type in a baseline response, and most likely people can say things however they want, and it will be registered. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you an example of this. So just remember these before we go in. We have yes. I have to say yes. I can't say anything more, anything less than yes in order for this to be a response. Okay? Nothing more or less than no. It has to be no. C-man has to be C-man. Do you like reading books has to be do you like reading books. So if I said do you like books, this would never register as a response. If I say do you like reading, this would also register as a good response. If I ask them, you like reading, or you like books, then you'll register as a response on the likelihood. But remember, it also iterates through all the other conversations to find the best match of what you're talking about. So if you have, do you like reading books, and you have another one, do you like books, then whatever you say, it's going to check every single one and find the best match. Is it going to be, do you like reading books? Is what you said closer to, do you like reading books? Or is it closer to, do you like books? And from that, it calculates what's the best response, and then it asks the response. So let's go ahead and just remember these, and we'll go ahead and do the demo here. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. So here we go. And I'm going to open up the console as usual so you can see what it detects as, and most likely it'll make a mistake, but even though you made a mistake and it didn't understand what you said exactly, it still doesn't stop it from selecting the response. So even if you can say a whole sentence of things and it doesn't quite match exactly what the thing says for accepted response, and the system doesn't, speech recognition doesn't quite understand what you're saying in terms of words, it will still be able to select the appropriate response based on what you said, which is 10 times, a million times better than having predefined responses. These are more used as a baseline now. So you can write basically one thing, and then you can ask it 10 different ways, and most likely it'll still recognize it as this response. And he'll see me respond appropriately. Wonderful, wonderful system I have. I'm really proud of myself. I spent the last 2 days after that freaking video I posted of showing you guys how to actually add dynamic scripting to it, dynamic conversations. I was really fucking upset and embarrassed. I ended up developing that system, which in turn solves two things: makes it a lot more funner to play, and you can say more things and still have it recognize you. More dynamic, seems more realistic.
Hello, and welcome to C-Man. My name is C-Man. What is your name?
On top of bypassing the stupid not understanding simple words that you're saying, it won't stop it from working. So he asked for my name, and I'm going to say Rich here. Rich.
So your name is Rich. Is that correct?
And before you saw, if you look over here, you saw that the appropriate response was yes and none other. But I'm going to say something different. He asked me, is that correct? Remember, the only response that there is yes. Listen to this. Yes, it is.
Thank you very much, Rich. I will call you that from now on.
Now I'm going to say, hey, C-Man. Even though C-Man is the only one, I'm going to say, hey, C-man. And it won't get hey right. This is why I did it. In my last video, you saw how hey was wrong. But check this out. It doesn't stop it. Hey, C-man.
Yes, Rich.
See? It still doesn't stop it, even though I thought I said they. That's because of the algorithm I created myself to have it detect words. Yes, Richie says. Remember, the actual response is, do you like reading books? I'm going to ask, do you like books? I'm going to skip reading altogether. Do you like books?
Well, sometimes I pick up a book or two. Oh yes, I guess I do like reading books. Why do you ask, Rich?
And there's another response that specifically says, no reason, just wondering. I'm going to skip just wondering. I'm going to just say no reason, or just wondering. No reason.
So, okay? You humans are sure are weird asking questions and not caring about the answer. I wondered if all humans ask questions just for the fun of asking questions.
Ready? I'm going to say, yo, C-man, even though C-man is the only response. Yo, C-man.
Yes, Rich.
You see, it thought I said yell, but it doesn't stop it because, again, the algorithm I created. Yes, Rich. I'm going to say, you like books instead of do you like reading books. I'm going to say you like books. Actually, I'm going to say C-man, do you like books? Okay? C-man, do you like books? C-man, do you like books?
Well, sometimes I pick up a book or two. Oh yes, I guess I do like reading books. Why do you ask, Rich?
Now I'm going to say just wondering, even though no reason, just wondering. Actually, I'll say just wondering, C-man. Just wondering, C-man.
So your name is Just Wondering, C-man. Is that correct?
Oh, it actually made a mistake on that part. No, C-man.
I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Let's try this again. So what is your name?
Rich.
So your name is Rich. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Rich. I will call you that from now on.
Hello, C-man.
Yes, Rich.
Do you like books, my friend?
Well, sometimes I pick up a book or two. Oh yes, I guess I do like reading books. Why do you ask, Rich?
Now, no reason, it says no reason, just wondering. So I'm going to say no reason, C-man, I'm just wondering. No reason, C-man, I'm just wondering.
So, okay? You humans are sure are weird asking questions and not caring about the answer. I wondered if all humans ask questions just for the fun of asking questions.
Hey, C-man.
Yes, Rich.
Do you have fun reading books?
Well, sometimes I pick up a book or two. Oh yes, I guess I do like reading books. Why do you ask, Rich?
So, no reason, my friend, just wondering, C-man.
So, okay? You humans are sure are weird asking questions and not caring about the answer. I wondered if all humans ask questions just for the fun of asking questions.
Okay, guys, I just really wanted to show you that. I thought it was very impressive. I think you guys are going to be more than impressed with my new system for deciding how it responds. It's more lifelike. It gives me the ability to speak different ways. The way I speak, the format in which I speak as an American or even just as a person, is not going to determine how the game is played. So it will allow a variety of different ways people speak and how they say things, in what order of they say things. without affecting the actual gameplay and how they respond. This adds an immense amount of realism to the conversation piece, which is the main aspect of the game, is building a relationship with your pet. So as you can see, none of these responses are actually in here. I did it all custom like that. And one time it did get it wrong because my algorithm. I think I put right here, just wondering, Seaman. Because of the algorithm, it was not over 62.5% sure that this is what I was asking. Here, no reason, just wondering, Seaman. So it decided not to ask that. But to be honest with you, and to be fair to me, I've only got 7 responses here. So as you add more and more and more and more responses, it will have more of a database to check on that, and it'll actually just get better and better with the more responses you have on answering your question. So like I said, I'm really proud of myself. I think this algorithm is wonderful that I came up with, and I think you guys will agree. So thank you guys very, very much, and I hope you guys, leave comments, ideas, and all that jazz. And please just let me know how I did, good or bad. All right, my friends. I'll keep you updated.